Hello and welcome. We have reached June 2020 now on our main island, Potpourri. This is from our alternate timeline because we had started playing originally with just RedWhit in July of 2020. Then in August 1st we added Maffs of 2020. And then we played about a week in August 2020 before time traveling back to March of 2020. So then this is us catching back up to current time. In game it's June of 2020, but in real life at this point it was September already of 2020, and we were just coming back forward to get back up to October, in time for October. So Maffs is villager hunting. I love his little outfit, his little outback hat. Seeing all kinds of villagers, but not yet any that we quite want. Definitely no. No. I know lots of people love Zucker, but we're just not into any of the octopi. Broccolo, that was a cute little mouse. Poncho. Ken we eventually got on our southern hemisphere island of Clue, but we didn't care for Ken back then. Tasha. We decided on Tasha. Oh no, we didn't decide on Tasha. We got Tasha later on. I know we did have her at one point, but Eugene, I can't believe we passed up Eugene because he must not have been one of our dreamies at that point. Looking back at some of this now, I'm like, why did you pass that up? Seeing some of these that we just passed by. Oh, we settled on Stitches. That's who we got. Little baby Stitches. We were definitely not going to pass Stitches up. I want to go, Maffs. Paschetti. He's so cute. Yay! And that was to replace Coco. So Stitches moves in. We had a campsite villager. There's Stitches' house. This island is neat. You're right, Stitches. Joining us for a KK concert. We hadn't talked to Phil in a while, so... Because as I said, we went back in time, and so this is our alternate timeline. And so we weren't spending very much time on each of the days. We were just spending maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, just long enough to get our money tree and log into our ABD so that we can continue to get 300 McMiles points per day instead of starting back over at day one at 50 miles per day. So just interacting with some of our villagers here. Boots. Maffs loves a punching bag. Boots thinks he can school Maffs on a punching bag. Maffs knows all about punching bags. So getting some more art for the museum. Banded dragonfly. Snake dart all over the place. They're impossible to catch. They're just so quick. And then they like turn back in the other direction. It's like this is what I've been talking about, how they're pretty hard to catch. You gotta kind of anticipate which direction they're gonna dart. Celia playing the drums. Keeps a pretty good beat there. Whenever we try to play the drums, it sounds like a horrible mess of noise. So we decided we'd give some bass guitar accompaniment. Yeah! Dynamic duo. And then she got bored, I guess. Or the song ended. Making our tiki bar. Oh, we did get stung by a wasp. More campsite villagers. Mary's had too much coffee. Using some of his reactions there. I love this one. Because where did that star even come from? It's too cute. We love watching them do that. Learned the mistaken reaction. Whoopsie! So adorbs. Fashion home run. Oh, that's cute. More art. Doing some reactions in front of Red just to see what he would do. Got a birthday. Tammy's birthday. So we're giving her presents. And again, this was before we knew about just getting 2 pieces of non-native fruit to wrap up. So we had to put a lot of thought into the actual stuff that we were going to give them, whether it would fit their style and what their interests are and stuff. It's a lot easier now that we know that we can just use 2 pieces of fruit. Perfect birthday gift, and she still has those pixel shades today. And then Flick. Oh, Celia. I can't believe we passed him up because he's now one of our dreamies for Clue. Doing another bug off for June. That's a very good round. That's a very good round. That's a horrible round. So the good rounds kind of make up for the horrible rounds. He's mad. Because if you catch 3 or more bugs, you get 2 extra points added to your score. So if you catch 8 bugs, you get 10 points. And so that means if you get 10 points, you only need 10 rounds to get up to the 100-point mile markers here. Because 100 points is the bronze trophy, 200 points is the silver, and then 300 is the gold. So the less bugs we catch, the longer it takes us to get to those 100-point mile markers. So using our net, posing with Flick. We ran through some tulips, so we were and we ran through some lilies trying to catch some bugs. But it's okay, RedWhit can't get too mad because she destroyed his first turnip investment. Go bug wild, yes. We caught all kinds of cool looking bugs. I think he'd gotten his trophies at this point. Yeah, you're not going to brag, Phil. You didn't win. Maffs won. So 100, 200, and then the 300 for the gold trophy. Finishing up the final fossil in our museum. Woohoo, let's go. So now every fossil we find from this point on is just going to be a duplicate. I think it was awesome that Maffs is the one that donated the final fossil to complete our fossil section. Yay! And that was the fossil that did it. Did they make a bunch of roads? Yeah, we were doing a lot of sprucing up of the island. And then Mary's birthday was just a little while after Tammy's, so giving her a present. We gave her a cherry umbrella because she has some cherry core stuff in her house under normal circumstances when the birthday furniture is not in there. So we're going to transition over to RedWhit now for her June of 2020. So it is wedding season. So she gets a call from Harv to go take some wedding pictures of Reese and Cyrus. So we're going to design and then photograph. And they have specific requests each day that you go. Like one day they'll want pink and white, and then another day they'll want some browns and yellows. Gold, making our first gold tool. Poor Tams is having a rough time. Oh, she wants us to catch her a ribbon eel, but we caught a mahi-mahi. We also did catch a ribbon eel for her, so. Coco's moving out. June is the only month that you can get fireflies, so we caught as many fireflies as we could. That's the pun that they give whenever you catch a mantis, so Maffs made a mantis, gave her a mantis model, so he wanted to make that pun in the mail letter. Stitch is moving in. We had the campsite villager catching a KK concert. It's a fake. So that's when we learned that if you try to sell it, then they won't even take it. So learning the cry reaction. It's funny, I don't know if it's just coincidence, but our villagers seem to teach us reactions after very appropriate events. Here's us making our Hollywood Hills area, our Hawkins Stranger Things area before Hawkins was introduced into our characters. So this is the Palace Arcade that we made here, and the Godzilla is to represent the Demogorgon. Getting some artwork there. Making our captain's table of the Blue Bayou restaurant. Our first purple rose. This picture we've been wanting to get forever in our museum. Making our little waterfall area here. Doing the resignation reaction. Happy home. Making the Scoops Ahoy ice cream parlor from Stranger Things. Tammy's birthday. Partying. And we gave her, I can't remember what we gave her. Talking to Bam at the party. Definitely. It's so funny as we've progressed into this game, because on our very first day when we saw we got Tammy, we were all kind of bummed out because we had seen on other people's streams that they didn't like her. And so we had that preconceived notion that she wasn't a very good villager. But man, we wouldn't trade her now for the world. She's become our sister. Oh, we didn't realize we had visited Stitches so often today. So he's like, hey, you come over a lot, don't you? I got a bunch of miles too. A rocket ship. Whoosh, look at me, I'm on a rocket. Whoosh. I don't know how to fly. I'm gonna crash. Boom. I'm a lousy astronaut. You just this so random. It's so funny some of the stuff that they say. So Gruff we'd eventually like to have. Do not trample the flowers. Sleep like this, then boom, awake like a fox. Yes, indeed. Indeedy do. Gray, dark, rainy, cloudy weather. Every single time. Wah, wah, wah. Now what? Yes. Yeah. Well, you do what you gotta do. That's what coffee's. Yes, coffee is the elixir of life. I believe, was this our first thunderstorm? Thunder and lightning storm? Or did I catch something fantastic? Yeah, it's our first thunder and lightning storm. That's why I filmed that. Because the lightning and thunder. This was really awesome. We wanted to get lots of video of this because it's just such a cool dynamic in the game. It just lights up the whole sky. It was spooky. Some more thunderstorm vibes. More more tires. We're kind of wishing now that we could fish up some more tires because we're playing the Happy Home downloadable content, the add-on that they added on with the November 2021 update. And we went to craft all the recipes because we've been getting lots of recipes, like all the space and star fragment recipes from Celeste and everything. But we hadn't really been crafting any of them. So we wanted them to be available because we're at the point in the Happy Home now where you can start using stuff that you've crafted before. So we wanted to go ahead and start crafting all the recipes that we had that we might want to use in a build, in a design. And we hadn't crafted any of the astrological space stuff, like the lunar lander and the space shuttle and all that kind of stuff. For the lunar rover, we realized we needed 4 old tires, and none of us have 4 tires. Even between the 5 of us on Potpourri, we don't have 4 tires. So it's like, daggone, why didn't we keep any of those tires? Hindsight's 2020, I guess, you know. You never know what you're going to need. Our first alien broadcast, 3:33 on a Saturday. Pretty creepy. The bug off in June. So she already had her trophies, so we didn't necessarily need to worry about getting max points, but we do want to get some cool bug items. Back at this point, it was just still early in the game, so we didn't really want any termite mounds, but we would get termite mounds and just be like, ugh. But now we're kind of wishing we had more termite mounds because we're going to use them on Maffs' island coming up. We're going to make him an Old West California Gold Rush kind of Oregon Trail kind of island. Spoilers. So, and we've seen in other people's builds that they make great mountain kind of ranges and cliff sides and stuff. So we want as many of them as we can. And I was like, nothing. Then it flew away. Our villagers are so fun. Here's eating at the Blue Bayou restaurant. And just a picture by itself of the Blue Bayou restaurant. The captain's table at the Blue Bayou. Of course, the real Blue Bayou doesn't have a captain's table, but our Blue Bayou does. Our Hollywood Hills area, except it's Potpourri Hills. Our little surf area. Our Zen Bridge here, leading into our Camden Market area, which is to the right. This is our Hard Rock area to the left. Our bamboo, our first iteration of our bamboo area. Of course, now it's in a totally different location. My bad. Yay, Mary's birthday. So that's going to start bringing this video to a close of what we got up to in June. Check out our other videos too. We've been posting March, April, May of 2020. We've got July of 2020 and August. We're going to be posting the rest of it. So we'll see you then. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.